Okay, let's try and get this all done in one go. It has been 10 weeks since 10 Trackable set out on their adventure. 10 weeks filled with drama and changes and all sorts of shenanigans. And now we are at the finish line. It's over. The final scores have been tabulated, and we now know who has won the R Geocaching Trackable race. So without further ado, let's go and check our list bottom to top and see who came out and if there were any last minute developments for week 10. We begin in 10th place with Forest Cat Santa Duck. Poor Santa Duck had a really okay start, I guess. Went all the way through and didn't get any activity until somebody picked him up, and then no activity again since that point, sitting in 10th place at 40 points. Little Miss Madison's Maddie's License to Travel is sitting in 9th place with 67 points. It is a license to travel, but didn't do much of the traveling itself. So that's where it is at the end of 10 weeks. Buckeye Kaysher 111's Power Moon had a really good boost at the start, and not much else actually for the remainder of the race. That's a shame, sitting at 8th with 86.64 points. Divine's art project by Divine Amorphous had a really good kickoff. Actually got picked up by a different geocacher during the Trackable launch event in Sydney. Got dropped off somewhere north of where the initial release point was, and basically stayed there for most of the race. Got picked up, and not quite sure where the art project is at the moment, but we do know that it finishes the race at 7th with 87.03 points. Coast Blues Mad Mummy, one of the Australian origin entries, launched somewhere in North America and, well, shambled mainly its way into 6th place. It's only had one grab in the last 10 weeks and hasn't been seen since, and that ends its race with 98 points, sitting at 6th. Finishing in 5th position, the first of the 100-point breakers with 101 points is Kendi Daniels, the Night King, a trackable which disappeared the first half of the race and we thought had gone missing for good, then suddenly resurrected itself on the second half of the race and gave us hope that it would surge forward in the rankings, but it didn't. Well, not by much anyway, and this is where it finishes, middle of the pack. In 4th position, Pygers. Pyger doesn't give $2, actually had a really good surge and led most of the race, in fact, sitting quite in front for quite a while until all sorts of shenanigans and events happened in the latter half of the race. It was pretty interesting. Pyger doesn't give $2 to Trackable, was then deposited at a Mega, in fact Oz Geomuster 2019, and hasn't been seen since, actually. And so that particular remarkable Trackable finishes the race at 4th with, I believe, 223.04 points. In 3rd place is This Is Not Roses, the cat with human feet, who really actually did make a rally of it, pushing its way up to 3rd and finishing the race off with 230.63 points, having traveled a couple of 100 kilometers. Actually, it did pretty well for itself, but ultimately didn't quite make it to the top of the list. But still, really good effort, just pushing its way up there. Well done. And now, before I announce the last two finishers of this race, quite a bit of development has happened. One of the Trackables has actually done a points rally, a massive 60-something caches over the course of 3 days. Amazing points accumulation. Really, really crazy. Had us all pretty much watching the results as announced by This Is Not Rose on the Discord server. It really actually did come down to the wire for this one. So here we go. Sitting in 2nd place with 800-something points is It's Only Barney Sydney the Echidna with 810.42 points. It made an amazing rally, completed 2 geo art shapes, and traveled more or less halfway across the continental United States. It did an amazing job and traveled really far, and wow, that last minute point surge We were all wondering if it was going to knock top placer off its perch, but it seems to have fallen just 60 points shy of the actual winner of the Art Geocaching Trackable race, the one I haven't mentioned, and admittedly the one we were cheering for here at Gino's blog HQ, which was Morley the EV. After accumulating 871.74 points and traveling nearly 5,000 kilometers, Morley the EV has, well, gone through thick and thin, actually fulfilled its personal goal, which is quite amazing, and gone on an amazing journey like its brethren. All of the EV siblings so far have broken the 3,000 kilometer mark, and it is actually freaking amazing that it is so. Starting the race at 8th and then languishing over to 9th, it suddenly surged forward. These kinds of point rallies are totally unexpected, but they're what added excitement to this race. So it seems that this race basically came down to the battle of the two cute fluffy things. But finally, it's all over, and here are our prize winners based on what they've been doing. Our overall winner is obviously Morley the EV, has absolutely just devastated, pulled ahead of the pack, and even with the last minute push for the lead, didn't quite get toppled off its perch, so it is the overall winner of this race. However, there are two other prizes. The most worldly of all of them, the one who had traveled the most distance aside from Morley, is It's Only Barney, Sydney the Echidna. It's a pretty good travel, got a fair bit forward. Congratulations, It's Only Barney, on getting that prize and getting that mileage. And as Candy Daniel has been the only trackable throughout this race that has been reported missing, it wins the Last Gasp Memorial Award. So congratulations, Candy Daniel. I guess here's hoping that the Night King resurfaces. We'll see. I would like to thank everybody that participated in this trackable race, win or lose. You guys, this came out of just general discussions on the Discord server, and it evolved into, well, basically this amazing discussion between geocachers, and we somehow got this race organized with rules and everything, and it's pretty amazing. Special thanks to This Is Not Rose, who basically took time out of every week to calculate them points and post updates, and then me, I guess, for waiting 1 or 2 days to get the updates up and going in video form so people can track it outside of the Discord server. But oh man, This Is Not Rose, thank you so much for tabulating everything. I hope you had fun with this. I'd also like to go and thank everybody who participated in this race by name. Thank you guys for agreeing on this crazy race. We could not have done it without your care, your love, your participation, and your engagement. Thank you so much, Buckeye Cacher 111, Candy Daniel, Coast Blue, Divine Amorphous, Forest_Cat, It's Only Barney, congratulations, man. Little Miss Madison, Piger, and This Is Not Rose. Thank you so much for contributing to this crazy idea, watching with all of us as the drama unfolded. With the ups and the downs. It has, I can't say it's been an emotional roller coaster, but it has felt like that some weeks. And that's been it from us. If you have been following the entire series start to finish, please let us know down in comments how it's been for you. What can we do to make it better? If we ever do this another time, yeah, let us know what you'd like to hear about. If you'd like to hear about anything from this race, and I can happily work on that in a future video. Oh yes, and as usual, let's put the standings up here, shall we, for one last time. I really need more solid standings next time. And obviously we'll keep you updated as we get any more minor developments. You know, we'll get more minor updates up on this channel as the walls shrink around me, or rather as my video feed shrinks down. I would like to thank you again, yes you, for watching this series and keeping track with us. It's been a really weird experience trying to do update videos for a 10-week-long race, plus all of the preparation involved, but I was really excited about it. What can I say? It's been very, very interesting and very surprising in some spaces. I totally was not expecting it to be an out-and-out points fest, but there you go. All right, and without further ado, I will leave you to it. I will catch you in the next video. I should really exit in the opposite direction of when I came in.